If you can't tell, it's raining right now, and that's pretty horrible. But hey, it's been about a week. Swear on my phone, a lot has happened. I don't want to catch you up. Today, I lost a job that I was training for in the training process. And this is how it happened, right? So this was for not like a regular job, but it's a regular job basically. It was a remote one, you know? It was like one of those call customer service type of positions. I ain't gonna lie to you. And it was one of those jobs where the training was like long and extensive. I cannot lie, right? When it came to the training, there was like the live session calls, but then you also had virtual like modules to like attend to, swear on my soul. And that was like a whole month of doing that type of thing, right? But then at the end of that month, you start getting onto like calls on some real stuff, swear on my soul, right? But the thing is though, while you're also taking those calls, there's also another training, which was like, it was like something that was just separate that you can do without the live sessions, right? But then after that, there was another process of training with those also live sessions while he was also taking the call. It was like 3 stages of training basically, right? And I was on the last stage. You feel me? I thought I was flying because I was like, oh my goodness, I made it so far. It's been about, let's say like a month or so, like maybe like a month and a half. It was like a month and a half, right? Where I was, you know, doing training and shit like that. And then we just got introduced to doing like calls, right? And doing calls, look, for me specifically, it's a little bit anxiety inducing. I ain't gonna lie to you, because I think it's like I have like social, I don't even know, maybe I don't know, antisocial, I don't fucking know. I just gain like a little bit of anxiety when it comes to like, you know, taking calls. Now, of course, when I'm actually taking a call, it's different, because you know it's a guided type of thing. You have your like, you know, your script and stuff like that. You feel me, that you follow. Then boom, swear on my soul, right? But then here's the thing though, right? About the script. I wasn't following the script. And why was that? Because I ain't gonna lie, whenever I'm in situations that give me anxiety, I turn my brain off and just find a solution for myself. And by doing that, I don't necessarily follow the script, but I solve the problem. Because right, the script was like, you know, give a basic greeting, right? Give like a nice and warm welcome with a warm tone. The thing is though, I forgot that you have to greet the customer by their name, which I find creepy. I won't lie, I find very creepy actually. Cause why the fuck you say my name, motherfucker? Just had to solve my problem, fuck around. But swear on my soul, right? And then you know you have to ask questions, but sometimes, right, when they like talk on the phone, they just give you like the you feel me? They just give you the problem straight up, swear on my soul. And you know what? And it's like they want you to ask, you know, problem questions, which I understand. You want to solve the problem in like, you know, the best way possible, swear on my soul. Great thing is though, I remember things. I have the ability to remember. So it's kind of like, it gets to a point where it's like, I'm not going to ask probing questions if I know how to solve the problem, because the problem seems similar. Like, you feel me? Of course, you know, you feel me, have them verify the information and shit like that. You feel me? Make sure like all the processes is in processing. You feel me? Cause you know what? You gotta make sure everything's straight. Make sure you're not doing anything wrong. Because if you do something wrong and put it into the system, you gotta get some coaching. And if you have a regular job, you know what coaching is. If you do something wrong, talk to like a warning basically. Swear on myself. And if you do too much, you get dropped. You get dropped. You feel me? Right? And that's the problem. I wasn't following the script properly. Right? I forgot to greet their name. Sometimes I verify the wrong information. But the thing is how it made sense because everything connected. Everything connected. Oh yeah, sometimes like, here's the thing, right? All of our calls are like recorded. Like every call center plays on some real stuff, swear on myself. But instead of like just the call, like audio being recorded, the screen gets recorded too. You feel me? And like when we do this, right, when we're on the call, there's like articles that we look up to make sure that we're doing everything correctly. I'll be honest, I didn't look at the articles, swear on my soul, because I find that shit to be very repetitive and very redundant. I cannot lie to you. I find it very redundant to like pull up the same articles over and over. I get it when the training process, but it's like, don't treat us like we're like, you feel me, idiots. We're not idiots, but you know what? Maybe we are. Cause I probably got some shit wrong. I probably got some shit wrong here and there. I ain't gonna lie to you. I probably should have followed the script. But here's the thing, back to the recordings, right? It also records your screen, right? And you know, the people who do like the audits over the like the calls and shit like that, they go over the recorders to make sure everybody's doing their thing right. You feel me? And because they're doing audits and stuff like that, we're only like allowed like a certain amount of like calls per week. Swear on my soul. You feel me? They don't want to let people who have just, you feel me, that they're still in the training process take on so many calls and cause so many like mistakes and shit like that. So it's kind of like, yeah, we're gonna look over your calls. And one thing that I forget to do, because they mentioned it like once during like the entire like training on some real stuff, like whenever like a person wants to make a purchase something like that, right? They're supposed to like cover the screen on some real stuff. Swear on my soul. Like, and how you cover the screen is like a little button, like on the little call thing that you press on some real shit. Swear on my soul. So yeah, I forget to press it because I wasn't told that until after we started making the calls, so I didn't pick it up. I ain't gonna hold you. The more I talk about it, like I'm definitely at fault here. I'm definitely at fault here. I won't even lie to you. Swear on my soul. So here's the thing. I wasn't greeting people by their name. I wasn't verifying information correctly. I wasn't blurring out the screen when it comes to calls. I wasn't pulling up the articles. Oh shit. I might have been the problem here. I can't lie to you. You feel me? Here's the thing, right? During the training process, you know how I mentioned audits and shit like that. They did like 2 audits. Swear on my soul. You have one for the first week and one for the second week. And if you don't like pass the second one, then you get dropped. Guess what happened? I got dropped. I don't think I ever like received the second audit though. Maybe I did, and like they just decided to, like, it was just so bad to the point where it's just like, yeah, we're dropping you on some real stuff. Swear on my soul. But I swear, out of the first audit, I was on my stuff, bro. I was on it. It's like, maybe I wasn't on it. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't on it as much as I thought I was. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because thinking about it now, it's kind of like, maybe it was like, maybe there was something in like the little shit I was supposed to pay attention to that I wasn't paying attention to. Swear on myself. But it was just like a lot of just modules and training. Because of like the type of people who are like me, that's why they have so much training on some real shit. And like, you know, customer service is like the main part of like every business on some real stuff. So it's kind of like, well, maybe I just wasn't right for them. Swear on my soul. But like, I ain't gonna hold you. That was so much goddamn training. I won't lie to you. And I damn near hated going on the phone. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had to get many. So, yeah, but either way, yeah, I got dropped. Swear on myself. And that was the only job I had going right now. Swear on myself. So I'm looking for another one. Swear on myself. Am I going for remote? I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm probably just going. I'm just going for office jobs. I ain't gonna hold you. Like office assistant, receptionist, or some shit like that. I ain't gonna lie. I've been looking at like security jobs and shit like that too. Swear on my soul. Because as of right now, I'm in school and shit, right? And that means, right, I have to get experience before I get a real nigga job. Swear on my soul. And like, I'm going for data analytics. So like, let's say, right, they want to see like experience with me being in like the office space or some shit like that. You feel me? It was like, okay, you know, it's like the act. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that is where I am at as of right now. The main lesson that I learned from this is that pay attention. Pay attention on some real stuff. Swear on my soul. Because you know what? As much as I love to complain about this, it's like, this was all my fault. I won't lie to you. This is all my fault. I won't lie. So you know what? Next thing that I, you know, make money from, I'll do my little shit. I'll pop my little shit. Swear on my soul. I'll be on my, hello, how are you? My name is Paul. How can I help you today, Stinky? Like, you know, I'll be on that type of timing. Hopefully I will never have to work like a regular job ever again. Swear on my soul. But these regular jobs are pissing me off. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Fuck around. Hope y'all enjoy. We'll look for a time and shit. Alright. Otherwise, you get dropped. That's a lesson. Fuck around. To the next one. Never.
Goodbye.